Hey friends, I hope you're doing well this week and today. There's a phrase that we say every Sunday, or nearly every Sunday. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Almost every Sunday we pray that prayer, asking for God's will to be done on earth as it is in heaven. We're asking for heaven to come to earth. And as I think of that, I think of our daily lives, and I wonder, how often do we actually look for heaven on earth? So often in Christian thought, the whole idea is that God came to get us to heaven. But in reality, Jesus came to bring heaven to earth. And how often do we actively look for that? Or how often do we think that we're actively a part of bringing heaven to earth? Popular culture is full of people wanting heaven on earth. I think of there's a song by Belinda Carlisle in the late 80s, early 90s about heaven on earth. Joan Osborne sang that famous song, What If God Was One of Us, Just a Stranger on the Bus. Looking for heaven on earth, she's looking. And then I think in a backwards sort of way, the Beatles, in their song Imagine there is no heaven. What if all we've got is this earth? How do we make it? And the song gets at, how do we transcend the violence and war and all this stuff on earth, and in a roundabout way bring heaven to earth? We're looking for heaven on earth, and how often do we actually find it or participate in it? In his Beatitudes, Jesus talks about reversals. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for justice. In his Beatitudes, Jesus is talking about the attitudes, the outlooks that participate in heaven on earth. Where those who mourn are blessed, there's heaven on earth. Where the poor in spirit are blessed, there's heaven on earth. Where those who hunger and thirst for justice are filled, there's heaven on earth. And Jesus talks about that to remind us of how we play our part of bringing heaven to earth. So often we think being God's people or bringing heaven to earth has to do with doing the right things or all the right actions and avoiding the wrong things. But Jesus turns it into an outlook, a way of looking at the world that then plays through our lives. And before you know it, heaven is on earth. Let his Beatitudes today shape how you look at the world. Hopefully your eyes will be opened to see possible ways that heaven shows up on earth and the ways that you participate in that. Bring heaven to earth today. We'll see you on Sunday.